Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his fourth season in the NFL.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The numbers for Ayuk a week ago. 4 catches and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 31. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Purdy. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Draymond Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week one. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a yard. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The numbers for Walker last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. They're going to look to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second and 10. And going right back to Walker. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Walker once more. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra injury.
I would agree with that totally, because division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now here's a throw that's complete. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Purdy now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. First down now, but that clock rolling. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, Metcalf, what a catch. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 30 yards. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, Purdy. It's hauled in by Hardy. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Nick Chubb, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Will Levis, 2 touchdown passes as his...
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's the give to McIntosh. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a... And we are ready to rock. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Purdy from the gun. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's Walker to start the drive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. This is the tight end Fan. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
48, 48 for Mike. Hey, tight down. There you go. 48.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Tight end right. Alert. 3.
Here's Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Double dog. That's the way.
Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This is 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw again. Have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Oh, Walker showing the power. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown, Seahawks. George Pickens from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play, rulings on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive, and it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This 2nd and 4.
48's the mic. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on.
Back to throw again. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
I know he ain't got it. Mike, 48, Mike.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now 2nd and 5. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Pickens. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.